We wanted a global package to bring all of our different businesses together, and we feel that Sage has delivered exactly what they've promised for us. Avon Rubber PLC is a publicly traded global company, and we are located in Melksham, Wiltshire in the United Kingdom. Even though we're headquartered here, we have manufacturing facilities in the Czech Republic, in the United States, and we have distribution facilities all throughout the United States and Europe. A global package is what we were looking for. We have a number of different divisions, the first of which is a dairy division that manufactures hoses and liners. We have a protection division, which manufactures things like gas masks and SCBA equipment. Back in 2011, the executives at Avon made the decision that they wanted to invest in the future of the company. We had 5 different ERP packages, different vendors, different packages. We were putting in sales orders and purchase orders multiple times, and by putting in a global package, it allowed us to streamline that and have the system fully integrated from start to finish and cut a number of different steps for us. As a global company, we need to make sure that we have the right infrastructure in place to support a workforce that's throughout the world. So we invested heavily in network infrastructure as well as software. We needed to make sure that the product was scalable. We needed to make sure that the product would be just as good 5, 10 years down the line as it is today. Well, one of the reasons why we looked at Sage ERP X3 was its flexibility and capabilities with multi-currency, with multi-legislation and multi-language. It allowed us to set up things like workflows and alerts, as well as have a global reporting engine such as Sage Enterprise Intelligence, would allow us to report on the different components of the business as opposed to very separate units.
It's a user-friendly way to look at data and manipulate data and look at different dimensions. For example, for me, inventory or work orders that are open, it's easy to see, it's easy to use.
We have people from finance who are using it for financial report generation, all the way through sales reps who are using it to manage their win-loss ratios inside CRM. All that data from all of our companies is in one place. One of the major pieces of functionality was the mobility portion. We wanted people to be able to access the information from tablets, from a browser anywhere in the world. We deployed 35 iPads out on the floor. So now whenever somebody does a production entry, they're going into a web app. And then using web services, we write that data back into X3. We narrowed it down to Microsoft Dynamics AX as well as Sage ERP X3. And we did a very exhaustive comparison of functionality. And really at the end of the day, we realized that both packages were quite strong, but who did we feel more comfortable with in implementing the software? We went with a very small reseller in Inixion, but we felt that they were much stronger and much more engaged with the business. I'd say the most important thing is relationships. You need to be able to trust the software vendor, and you need to be able to trust the partner that you're working with. From the minute we contacted Sage and our business partner, we had a nice warm feeling that they would be by our side and that they'd be able to help us through any kind of problems we had. By working with somebody who we could sit down and ask all kinds of questions and who really knew everything about the software that we had asked, was probably the most important thing to us. The objective of the project was to put together a global, cohesive system for all of our different business units. And we feel that Sage has partnered with us in a great way to help us move forward and to grow the business.